ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायैस्तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। We are hearing from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is speaking about Samanyavad. Samanyavad means the principle of coordination. Nowadays, it is in society. So-called people, they try to apply this principle. Usually when they discuss about Gyan, knowledge and scientific knowledge about politics and different subjects, they discuss comparatively. They compare the values of knowledge and science and politics, and they accept the conclusion or present the conclusion. But when the topic comes about religion, about dharma, that time they hesitate to do like that. Any writer or any speaker, they hesitate to apply the principle of coordination. They don't comparatively study, they don't comparatively present this. Why? Because they have fear. If they will compare among different religions, religious topics, and different opinions will come, and there will be quarrel will come, and there will be so much disturbances in society. Maybe it will be against the peace of the society. The society cannot be, there will be harmonization, will not be possible. There will be disharmony, and there will be so much distress. So this is their fear. And by that, if there will be quarrel in the aspect of religion, dharma, different religions there, if there will be quarrel, and in society there will be obstacle in the progress of society, and there will be obstacle in the progress of this world. So those who are leaders, they consider these things, and they try to avoid to comparatively present which is good, better about religious subjects. This is their main aspect. Let us discuss in the political matter. In political matter, or in the field of politicians, what they do. In politics, each political party or each political leader, they try to establish their party, their principle, their significance is better than the other. That's why from the political point of view, there's so much quarrel, disturbances, and distress, and so much disharmony happens in the society, and it will be so much harmful to the society and for the country. Therefore, there is a danger is there from the point of view of religion. If we will comparatively study which is inferior, which is superior, and there will be so much quarrel among quarrel will happen among the different religious groups. Therefore, this is the status of the society. But here, from Bhagavad Gita, we, our Gurudev, our leaders, spiritual leaders, those who are following the bona fide succession, what they tell? Their opinion is that, like Gyan, knowledge, and religion, it is necessary to comparatively study or discuss. It is necessary, and on the basis of the principle of coordination. And this is very much necessary. By that, one will come to the conclusion of perfection, which is perfect decision, which is perfect conclusion, what is the essence, purport of the religion and dharma. So what is the principle of coordination, or what is Samanvayavad? At the time of we discuss, at the time of Samanvay, when we are trying to coordinate different aspects, if we are not aware about which is good, what is bad, which is conscious, what is unconscious, what is conscious being and what is dead or unconscious, what is the discrimination between the diamond and the coal, and which is sadhu and who is a thief. If we don't compare which is justice, which is injustice, if we don't compare and we try to put everything in the same scale, then what will happen? And there is no consideration, and it will become like a not real coordination, and this is like ignorance. That's why actually the principle of coordination or samanvaya, what is that? Actually to understand as it is in each object or each subjects or each matter, if we understand their position as it is, where is their real position, to comparatively properly understand, and then we can understand the final conclusion, what should be done, what is not, which is appropriate, which is more perfect. So this is what in Bhagavad Gita it is established. Suppose one example is given. In a sentence, when we are making one sentence in grammar, there is subject, there is object, there is verb and all other words. If we can properly arrange the subject and the object, the verb and other words properly, that is called the principle of Samanvayavad. Then it will be a perfect sentence and it will indicate a proper meaning. If we misplace the verb, the subject, the object, the meaning will change and it will not fulfill our purpose of making the sentence. Similarly, from the aspect of dharma, if we can properly establish all the subjects, matters of the religion, and then comparatively study, then we can come to the final conclusion and we can understand what is the best type of religion and what is the essence of the teachings from the religious scriptures. Instead of properly establishing the coordination or properly coordinating, if we cannot compare, we cannot analyze what is good qualities and what is the faults, what is qualification, what is disqualification. If we don't consider these aspects and put everything and everybody in the same seat or same place, that will not be called the principle of coordination. And if suppose one speaker of dharma, one speaker of Bhagavad Gita or any religious leader, if you will consider that somebody will be displeased That's why to please somebody, he will adjust his sentence, he will adjust the subject, he will adjust the topic accordingly. Then it will not called the principle of coordination. This will become misleading others. That's why to please everybody is to please nobody. It is not possible that you will please everybody. That means you will not be able to please anybody. That's why to please everybody is to please nobody. That's why we should understand this. The so-called socialist, so-called in society, those who are studying or those who are following the path of coordination, especially they study religious scriptures. So-called religionists, those who are not mature, immature, or not qualified spiritual leaders, when they present Bhagavad Gita, what they do? In Bhagavad Gita, there is the instructions of Lord Krishna regarding karma, regarding jnana, and regarding devotional service, bhakti. And they try to make the karma, path of jnana and path of bhakti, try to make equal, they try to make same everything. But actually in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna very clearly is speaking that jnana is superior to karma, the knowledge is superior to fruitive activities. And yoga is superior to jnana, and bhakti is the supermost. Very clearly Lord Krishna is analyzing and speaking in Bhagavad Gita. In beginning level, when a jiva, a living entity, a jiva is under control of illusory potency, under Maya, the influence of Maya. So what is the instruction for him? What should he do? His duty is to do sat karma, good activities on basis of religious principles. According to Varnasrama Dharma, he should follow Varnasrama Dharma and perform sat karma, that is religious activities. And higher than, if the consciousness level is elevated, higher than that conditioned soul, a little bit higher, then they will be prescribed to perform Niskam Bhagavat Arpita Karma, means devoid of any fruitive results or desiring to get any results from their fruitive actions. They becoming desireless, free from niskama, and then they try to offer the fruits of karma to Bhagavan. And higher than them is a jnani who is eligible to receive tattva jnana. Tattva jnani is higher than that. And in the conclusion, Bhagavad Bhakti, the path of pure devotional service, is the supermost. That is the conclusion. This is how Lord Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita is saying, which is one after another, and what is the conclusion. That's why the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, the conclusive subject of Bhagavad Gita, supreme conclusion. What is that? That is pure devotional service or bhakti. That is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. This is actually the principle of coordination according to Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna Swayam, the Lord Krishna himself is establishing this and presenting this. So we should understand that which is Bhagavan himself speaking, which is very, very scientific, and it is very perfectly compared, analyzed properly on the basis of the principle of coordination. And why we will leave this aspect, which how Krishna is presenting as it is. Instead of that, following that, within our limited intelligence, if we will try to analyze Bhagavad Gita indifferently, according to our defective and limited intelligence and mind, that is completely foolishness. That person is completely full, totally full. Rather, one should follow Lord Krishna as it is. Let Krishna speak and you follow. Don't try to you speak and make others follow. That is misleading, that is completely foolishness. And Lord Krishna himself, though he is the last limit of the Godhead and his supreme absolute truth, but himself presenting about the supreme absolute truth, about the God. How we will decide, how it is described, how Lord Krishna himself telling. When if one wants to understand supreme absolute truth, for him, Bhagavan giving instruction in different levels. First is giving Brahma Gyan, the knowledge about all pervasive Brahman. That is called Brahma Gyan. It is, Lord Krishna is telling, this is the knowledge of confidential knowledge. This is confidential knowledge, Guhya Gyan. And Paramatma Gyan is Guhyatara, more confidential knowledge, is the top subject about the localized super soul is present in every atom and every person. That is more confidential. And Parabhakti, the pure devotional service, the supermost bhakti is most confidential knowledge. This is Krishna, Lord Krishna himself giving different levels of knowledge. Accordingly, one will be able to understand about Bhagavan. And by Parabhakti, by the pure most devotional service, one will be able to understand the most complete form of Bhagavan. This is the real coordination, principle of coordination in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, in proper place, Lord Krishna has established karma, jnana, yoga, Brahma Jnana, Paramatma Jnana and Bhakti comparatively. That's why people they commit mistake while reading Bhagavad Gita. While they commit mistake and they have understand differently. Because while they trying to study Bhagavad Gita, while they trying to understand Bhagavad Gita, they take help from the material qualification, so-called institutional educational qualification of the material world. And material knowledge is totally incapable in this aspect, because that is material and is defective, and that is based on your material defective sensual perception, limited knowledge and mind. By that you will never able to understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And not only that, material education, material science, material knowledge is incapable. Secondly, people they try to take help from their logical ability. They try to present logic and intelligence by argument. That is also totally incapable. You will be failed. It will be failure if you try to adopt those processes to understand Bhagavad Gita. And the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is totally beyond this, beyond your sensual perception, beyond your material mind and knowledge. This is fully transcendental. And to understand Bhagavad Gita, to study of Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhagavad Gita in that level, there is no question of egoism or pride. Oh, I am great, big person, my understanding is more perfect. Completely wrong. I am a hero, I am more powerful, I have more bigger status, family status, money power and physical power. Totally incapable. You cannot bring those status in the study of Bhagavad Gita, understanding the Bhagavad Gita. The platform to understand Bhagavad Gita, these things should be completely kept away. The power of your heroism, your scholarship, your pride, your ego and your material status cannot reach in that platform where you want to understand Bhagavad Gita. Then the only principle to understand Bhagavad Gita, how? It is only the principle of Saranagati, total surrendership. Saranagati, adopt Saranagati at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. And by the mercy of Bhagavan only, you will be able to understand the secret truths, the confidential knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will be revealed in your heart. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan himself saying in 10th chapter, 10th sloka. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam janamam upajantite. If one is united with Krishna with complete faith, chanting the names of Krishna, engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, Lord Krishna saying, I give him pure intelligence, buddhi yogam, in that intelligence by which he will be able to understand the absolute truth, the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. In Mundak Upanishad, it is all same thing is confirmed. Nayam atma pravachanena labhya na medhaya na bahuna srutena va jamai vaisit brunute tena labhyastasesa atma vibrunute tanum swam. That Krishna is saying, Bhagavan is saying, I am not revealed by pravachan, by eloquent speaking, not by intelligence, not by so much academic qualification. Only if one is surrendered, one submit himself at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, surrenders himself. By mercy of Bhagavan, Bhagavan mercifully will reveal himself. Then is possible. Actually, when Bhagavan becomes merciful, he sends a bona fide spiritual master in the life of that sincere soul. And the bona fide spiritual master is the representative of Bhagavan Krishna. And by mercy, he will start a devotional service. Gradually we enter into the path of surrendership, Saranagati, and ultimately he will reach the platform of pure devotional service. In that platform, one will be able to understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is Krishna is speaking in the Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion. This is on the basis of the principle of coordination, Samanvayavad. Try to understand this English language. I try to present in English, but try to understand the essence. So we'll in coming classes we'll more discuss about different topics from Bhagavad Gita. With these words, I am concluding my speech here. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jai Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Jai Rupanugacharya Sila Gurudev ki jai. Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga ki jai. Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare